ירושלים. ערב בא, ערב בא. שוב הרוח לוחשת בין קדרות גנים, ובצמרת הברוש ונמות יונים, וכחק על כתף הגבעות עוד נושקות קנאים אחרונות. ערב בא, ערב בא. ערב בא, ערב בא. Shabbat approaches, and in the beginning of our weekly portion, in fact, to the beginning of the book of Leviticus, we read, Adam ki yakriv mikem korban. When any of you present an offering, is how we normally translate it. But there's that mikem, literally from you. This week I found myself being laughed at by my family as I dressed up to sit back at the same position that I'd been in shorts and t-shirts just a moment before. But I dressed up because either I had a study session or this week as well a funeral, and I dressed as if I would have been physically present with all of those people in either my study hall or in the Ochel, the prayer hall at the crematorium or our grounds. I dressed up because I felt mikem. It's coming from me that I have to be appropriate for my moment, to be dressed for it. It is not just that my mother would be scowling if I was not suited and booted, but of course she would. And so, wherever you are at home, please get yourself in the right frame of mind, the right mood. If you normally wear a kippah and you haven't got it present at the moment, put it on your head. If you would like to light candles with us, please do. And when we come to make kiddush, make sure you've got a nice glass of wine and a challah or whatever bread you were able to get hold of this week to celebrate, to sanctify the Sabbath.
And so we light our candles together. We light these flames. We think of all the light that we bring into each other's homes. Even though we are not quite with each other in person, we are nonetheless together here this evening as we celebrate our Shabbat service together. And so we say our blessing together. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat.
And we now move on from welcoming in the Sabbath to welcoming in our Sabbath angels. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei HaSharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei HaMlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem l'shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi melech malachei hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruchuni l'shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi melech malachei hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzeitechem l'shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi melech malachei hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. לך דודי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי, לך דודי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת נקבלה. שמו וזכור בדיבור אחד, השמיענו אל המיוחד, אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשמו תפארת ולתהילה. לך דודי, לך דודי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי היא מקור הברכה, מראש מקדם נסוכה, סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה. לך דודי, לך דודי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת נקבלה. התעוררי, התעוררי, כי באורק קומי אורי, 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 שתדברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה. לך דודי, לך דודי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת נקבלה. בואי בשלום העטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצהלה, תוך אמונה עם סגולה. בואי חלה, בואי חלה. לך דודי, לך דודי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת נקבלה.
Well, the Shabbat bride rarely had so many opportunities to be welcomed into so many homes of NPLS as you've all just welcomed the Shabbat bride each into your own home. And so we turn to a song for the day of the Sabbath, Mizmor Shir Leyom HaShabbat.
מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני. ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון. להגיד בבוקר חסדך ואמונתך בלילות. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות להודות לאדוני, מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני.
You may wish to rise, each in your own home, as we turn to the Baruch Hu.
Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach leolam vaed. Praise be the one to whom our praise is due.
We praise the Eternal One, to whom our praise is due forever. Hama'ariv Aravim, God who brings evenings, you are the master of transitions, the artist of Ma'avarim, and we, your people, we are called Ivrim, those who pass from one place to the next, who travel to the edge, who seek you in the in-between. We and you forever becoming, rolling dusk into twilight and darkness into dawn. As you preside over time, the sun rises up and bows low, the moon stretches out and curls in, our bodies wax and wane. Everything is on the move, particles flip and twirl, light floods in and fades away. You offer us sparks of holy time, soul and space. When Shabbat comes in, stillness, we breathe, we are whole, we are here.
Ahavat olam, Beit Yisrael, Amecha rahavata, Amcha rahavata. Torah u'mitzvot, u'kimu mishpatim, Otanu lemadata, Otanu lemadata. Akin Adonai Eloheinu v'shofteinu, Tumenu nasiach b'chukecha, v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha, u'mitzvotecha leolam vaed. Ki hem hayenu, leorech yameinu, uvahem nege yoman v'layla, ge yoman v'layla. Yachavat v'atazor, mimenu leolamim. Baruch atah Adonai, ohev amo Yisrael, ohev amo Yisrael.
Those at Northwood and Pinner Liberal Synagogue, you may wish to stand, as it is our custom to stand for the Shema, but all of those who are joining us from other places, feel free to do whatever is your custom. And Rabbi Aaron will open the ark for us. In social distancing fashion, we'll open the ark.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai, Adonai, Echad. Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai, Adonai Echad.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לעוד על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך.
אני אדוני, אני אדוני, אני אדוני אלוהיכם. אני אדוני, אני אדוני, אני אדוני אלוהיכם. למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני, אני אדוני, אני אדוני אלוהיכם. אני אדוני, אני אדוני, אני אדוני אלוהיכם. אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני, אני אדוני, אני אדוני אלוהיכם. אני אדוני, אני אדוני, אני אדוני אלוהיכם. מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדע בקודש, נורא תהילות עושה Raja, Vayahili, Yeshua, Ozi, Bezim Raja, Vayahili, Yeshua, Ozi, Bezim Raja, Vayahili, Yeshua, Ozi, Bezim Raja, Vayahili Yeshua. Adonai yimloch leolam va'ed. Adonai yimloch leolam va'ed.
ונאמר, כי פדה אדוני את יעקב, וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו. ברוך אתה אדוני, גאל ישראל.
השכיבנו אדוני, אלוהינו לשלום, והעמידנו מגן. לחיים. השיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום, והעמידנו מלכנו לחיים.
Grant, eternal God, that we may lie down in peace, and let us rise up to life renewed. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Guide us with your wise counsel, and for your name's sake be our help. Shield us from sickness and war, from famine and distress, and keep us from wrongdoing. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings, for you are our guardian and deliverer, a gracious and merciful God. Guard our going out and our coming in, that now and always we may have life and peace.
Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom, hayah kol yohosh beitei bel.
יהיו לרצון אמרי פי, והגיון ליבי לפניך, אדוני צורי וגואלי. May the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable to you, O God, my rock and my redeemer.
Shalom Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael Ve'al Kol Bnei Adam Da-da-da-da-da
As Rabbi Aaron pointed out at the beginning of the service, we begin this Shabbat, the book of Leviticus, with Parashat Vayikra, the first few chapters of the book of Leviticus. The book of Leviticus maybe isn't the book for the liberal Jew per se. It's a book that is very occupied with sacrifices and with imagining what the temple or what life in the temple might be like at some point. But if we think of the book of Leviticus, the overarching themes, these are still themes that are so relevant to us today, especially to us at this special time. They are the themes of continuity and change. On one hand, the book of Leviticus tries to give us laws which it says will be laws forever. But on the other hand, even when we study the words of the Bible, even in those first few verses of the book of Leviticus, we already discover that change has always informed our Jewish tradition. Because quite rightly, during our Parashat Shavua study session today, Gary pointed out, well, it's very strange that the Israelites are supposed to select sacrifices from the herd and from the flock. So domesticated animals, but these are people who are just at the moment, in this moment of flux, of change, of wandering through the wilderness. Where do they suddenly have these domesticated animals from? And Rabbi Andrew quite rightly pointed out, well, this would only be a problem for us if we think that the Bible is actually historically accurate in that very literal sense of the Israelites being in the wilderness, having their domesticated animals there. And Gary reminded us, of course, they don't have any food, right? We know that they don't have animals because they are being fed with manna from heaven, a double portion for Shabbat, you must remember. But Rabbi Andrew said, no, of course, this is because they're writing in Babylon. When these words of the book of Leviticus, of the book of Vayikra, are written down, the Israelites are in Babylon, and there, of course, they have domesticated animals. So already there, they put their contemporary views into what they imagine the Bible would have said. And so right from the start, we see this flux between continuity and change, between being laws being made for eternity and things changing. The last week or the last 2 weeks have brought so much change on us, so much change of suddenly everyone is discovering technology, and it's so wonderful to see so many of you joining online, and we can see your comments. So this is also the point where I almost forgot, but if you do have names to add for the yard-side list, then because you're not from the congregation, we're reading names from the congregation anyway, then do feel free to add them in the comments. But everyone is suddenly discovering our wonderful technology, and suddenly our congregants from Birmingham are on the same distance from us as the congregants from Northwood or from Pinner, or those who are joining us, whether from Prague or from Germany or New York or New Jersey. Because while change is unsettling, change also provides us with many new opportunities. And so as we settle in to this new change for our Shabbat services, the rabbis already did the move from the sacrifices, which we'll be reading about tomorrow, to thinking of them as prayer services. Well, we are making the move from being in the physical sanctuary to being in the sanctuary of YouTube and Facebook and our website. We do hope that the time will come soon that we return to this space, that hopefully we will be filling this space. It was supposed to be our Kabbalat Torah service this weekend, with all our youngsters graduating from our religion school, leading the service for us, filling the sanctuary with youth, with joy, with all our congregation. But we know that you are out there, and we are looking forward to our Kabbalat Torah class joining us for Kiddush tomorrow. So while we are still in change, there is the continuity, and we hope with this continuity of doing services from the sanctuary, we'll be able to connect even if we cannot be here in person. And so I wish you a wonderful week, a wonderful Shabbat. Maybe do take some time off from the technology. Maybe just join us for all the sacred moments, because we have many sacred moments during the Shabbat coming up, even in the virtual space. Spend time with each other. Enjoy the sunshine wherever you are. And may you have a Shabbat of rest, a Shabbat of blessing.
And now if you wish to rise for our concluding prayers. Aleinu l'shabeach la'adon hakol, la'teik dura li'otzeh bereshit, asher sam chelkeinu li'ached et shemo, v'gor aleinu lahamlich malchuto. On this day, let us dedicate ourselves anew to the task that our ancestors tried in all their higher moments to fulfill, to bring nearer a time when all your children will understand that they are brothers and sisters, so that one in spirit and fellowship they may be forever united before you. Then shall your sovereignty be established on earth, and the word of your prophet shall be fulfilled. Adonai melech, Adonai malach, Adonai yimloch leolam vaed. And so we remember those who died in recent days and those who died at this time of the year, in years gone by. We remember Charles Samuel, the father of Tony Samuel and Sue Richard, who may be watching from Vancouver, of Cyril Shaw, the father-in-law of Tony and grandfather of Alison and Caroline, of Isaac McSeagle, the father of Colin, father-in-law of Marilyn, of Pearl Ekovitz, the mother of Sharon Downs and grandmother of Natasha, Philip Cope, the father of Vivian Dines and grandfather of Gemma Knight, Philip Jacobs, the father of Olivia Fiber, grandfather of Lily and Freddie, Ralph Asserson, the father of Ros Austin, Richard Voss, the father of Robert, and Sandra Lawrence, the mother of Vanessa Lawrence French, grandmother of Damien and Ethan. And we're also saddened by the death this week of Adelaide Lester, the mother of our MPLS office volunteer, Ross Hyman. Zecher tzadikim livracha. May all that was dear and good in their lives endure always, as a blessing and as a continual influence for good. So we say together, Yitgadal v'yitkadash Shemei Rabbah, בעלמא דברך ירותי וימליך מלכותי. וחיי חון ויום החון וחיי דכל בית ישראל. בעגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך לעולם ולעלמי עלמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא. ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו. לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה. תושבחתה ונחמתה. דאמירן בעלמא ואמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה. וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל. ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו. הוא יעשה שלום. עלינו ועל כל ישראל. ועל כל בני אדם. ואמרו amen. May the Most High source of perfect peace grant peace to us, to all Israel, to all humanity, and to those who mourn. And let us say, Amen. In a few moments we will conclude. Do you want to say why we're concluding with this song?
We are concluding with this song, I think, because the KT class chose it for their service tomorrow. And it is a Sephardi custom, actually, that you finish your Friday night service with the same song as you're going to start your Saturday morning service, as a kind of taster, so that you don't feel like you're missing out at all on leaving synagogue. You basically don't really have to leave. You're just connected by the music from Friday night to Saturday morning.
Does the Sephardi tradition allow us to have two different melodies, though, for the same piece?
I'm sure. I have no idea, actually.
That's our let-out clause, because we've got two different ones. And so, Katie, kids, if you're watching now, don't worry, we will have your tune tomorrow morning. In fact, it's the same tune, it's just slightly different, a little riff on it, which is more appropriate for this evening, bringing in Sabbath peace into our lives. Do join us tomorrow for our Shabbat morning service. We will be using most of the service that the Kabbalat Torah children put together. And as we said, we're looking forward to welcoming them afterwards into our Kiddush room on Zoom for them to lead the blessings over wine and cholera and sanctify the day. We're then going to let them go into a breakout room, I think, so that they can chat amongst themselves as well. Before that, at 9:30 a.m., we have a Tots Shabbat. I think it's on Zoom as well, and you'll be able to see me, at least, in the sanctuary. And I'm just wondering what is going to be in the ark tomorrow. Well, we're going to find out. At 4 o'clock in the afternoon, we have our BM2 family study session, and this will be followed at 5 p.m. by Havdalah, and the Havdalah will be open to all of the community. So please do join us again on Zoom to make Havdalah. Next Tuesday, we are back on with our Hebrew sessions between 7 and 8. Rabbi Leah is leading.
I am leading Advanced Hebrew. We're just finishing the class, so if you've already learned the Hifil, which appears a lot in this week's Torah portion, then do feel free to join us. Otherwise, if you wait till after Pesach, our advanced class will be restarting. Don't be too afraid of advanced. It's not that advanced in the beginning of the year. As long as you think you can decipher the letters, you're probably ready for the advanced course. So do join me from 7 till 8, or
at 8 o'clock, if you want to prepare yourself for getting into the advanced class as well, join me at 8 o'clock to improve your proficiency with Hebrew reading. Every day, apart from tomorrow, at 3:30 p.m. you're able to join us for a cup of coffee or tea, or whatever you choose at that moment in time, for just a good natter.
It's a bring your own.
Good natter again on Zoom. We're going to have other things coming up as well, so please do watch out either on the Facebook Hub, Family Hub, or on your weekly bulletin as well, to see what's going to be coming up in the week ahead. And as ever, if you want to celebrate life with us, also if you feel a little bit sad or troubled at any point in time, please don't hesitate to contact Rabbi Leah or myself. yavo shalom aleinu,
Od yavo shalom aleinu ve'al kulam. Od yavo shalom aleinu, od yavo shalom aleinu, od yavo shalom aleinu ve'al kulam. Salam aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam, salam, salam aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam, salam. Eho, 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 eho,
Shabbat
Shabbat
shalom.
Shalom. And do come and join us in our Zoom room for Kiddush, our virtual Azoria Hall. The link should be up in the Facebook group. If you're in the Facebook hub, there should be the link, or it was in your weekly update. Do join us in our Zoom room in just a moment. And otherwise, you will be able to watch it online on our website, but then you won't be able to interact. So if you can come and join us in our Zoom room for Kiddush, that would be wonderful. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.